What is up, everyone? Today we're going to be looking at some of the calls that I've been working on since the release of WWE 2K18. First up, we have Mia Everly in her red pattern attire. This one was created actually back on 2K17, but I decided to bring it over into the next game because I liked it so much, and it was at the end of the game cycle, so I figured why not. This is actually one of my attires on her. I don't know, just something. It's really simple but really good. I don't know. It was really the first time that I attempted to do anything custom, quote unquote, with a top piece. So yeah. Next up, we have her entrance gear for this red attire, and I wanted to do something that was like, I don't know, something that had armor, something that just looked different for a women's wrestler. So I came up with this outfit, and I really love the entrance gear. I think it's the most unique one that I've ever come up with for a woman, and maybe even possibly male. It's one of my favorite entrance gears I've made this year. And then next up, we have her purple variation of the white and black Natalia one-piece suit that I used last year. I just kind of wanted to do a different color for Amia instead of just black and white and red and black, so I did something in purple. I just took the old attire that I created last year and made it onto this game, but in purple. And then we have the actual white suit that I made last year for Mia. It was something completely new for me. I'd never done anything like a suit like this for a call. So I was really happy with how it came out. So happy with how it came out that I actually brought it back into the next game because I think it's one of the most, I won't say really unique, but I just think it all meshes really well together. And I just really like how it turned out. Next up, we have Jackie Axel. Jackie Axel has been one of my calls that I've made since 2K15, I believe. And obviously, I get the inspiration from the rock and metal scene for him. He is literally a rock star, I guess you could say, but he's kind of a false rock star. I decided to do the black on the one side and just kind of the basic red attire. I made this at the end of 2K17 last year, and I just liked how simple it was, so I kept it going into 2K18. Right, so the next attire we have is another simple one for Jackie Axel, but again it works. This time I actually decided to slick back his hair, not make it so crazy. I just thought it was kind of a little bit different to do and thought it would be a nice touch. He has the crop top Metallica shirt with the fishnet top behind him, or behind the Metallica shirt, and then you have the generic acid wash kind of jeans that are already in the game. I have a lot of more attire ideas for Jackie Axel, but for now this is all that I have made. And then on to his entrance gear, which is probably the most random combination ever. Got a flannel jacket with a cop hat. I literally just sat there and thought, what would a rock star wear? And this is what a rock star would wear. They would wear just something that doesn't really make sense, doesn't really match, and would make it work. Okay, next up we have Judas, who got a complete overhaul this year. So I wanted to do something a little bit different with his attire, and I'm still tweaking it because I'm not so happy with it, but I'm okay with it for now. I just ended up using the Eric Rowan two-piece attire thing that he wore for a little bit there, and this time I actually put paint in his hair, like as if he took paint, had it in his hand, and just pushed back his hair, and then the paint got into his hair. I wanted the paint on him to actually look a little bit more messy, and I wanted the attire to look even more messy and just almost destroyed, kind of gross looking, because that's the whole objective with Judas, is to look kind of gross. Hence the paint on the face, hence the paint on the arms. I just want it to be something weird. That's really all it is. I just want Judas to be something weird and just different. And then we have his entrance gear, which I actually really like. I went back and forth on what to do with this because I really liked the robe that I have on him now. But I believe there was another jacket that I thought looked cool and would have worked well, but I actually ended up going with this. I paired it with the bandana, which I originally was going to have the anonymous mask on there, and then add like some, I think it was just black. Yeah, I think it was just all black, and it looked pretty creepy, but I wanted his face to be shown more. Next up we have Sin. Again, 2K17 attire, but in 2K18. Nothing much really to be said here. The only thing really to be said is that I have not added his arm tattoo yet. I need to get on that. And then we have the entrance gear, which again is the same thing from 2K17, but I liked it so much that I brought it back into 2K18. Next up we have a completely new attire for Sin. This one is based off of Ella from Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I seen her logo that they gave her and I instantly fell in love and thought to myself, man, I really gotta make an attire just with that logo, which is that little skull mouth thing, the squared, whatever. I don't know what it is really, but I thought it looked really cool, and I just instantly came up with an idea in my head of what I should do for it. And I figured that I should have the swoosh with the color, the black and white, and then the color of the actual pants should be the color of her logo. And I just really like how this one came out. It's simple, it's clean, but it's a really good simple and clean. And then we have JC Pullins. And to give a little story on the attire, I wanted to do something a little bit different from what I normally do. In 2K17 I got back to using tights again, and this game has made it a little bit easier to actually make tights, so I didn't have to do the Seth Rollins simple thing, whatever. So I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I found this logo on the side of my tights on Google. I don't even remember what I was searching for, but I came across it and thought, man, that would be a really cool tights attire. So I just ended up pasting it onto my tights and doing the white and black, and it just ended up really looking cool. It's simple, but I like it. Not to mention, I actually did something different with JC's hair and gave him a new face texture. I ended up pulling back his hair instead of having it down in his face all the time. I'm still going to have it down in his face sometimes, but for now I like it tied back. And then here is the red attire, again kind of the same thing but a little bit different in terms of there's no trust no one on his knee pad, and it's red, it's not, you know, whatever. I have more attires that I can't show you guys just yet because I'm still working on them, but whenever I get some calls done, such as Chris Sonia, whenever I get him done, I will actually show you guys all of those. I'll do another update video. I'll try to do them more frequently and maybe not as big, because I used to do 20-minute ones, and those can sometimes be a little lengthy to watch. So maybe I'll do like 10-minute ones like this one. It's only about 12, maybe 13 minutes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy looking at my calls. I'm going to actually upload them to CC, and when I do, I will put that in the description and the comment section so you guys can go download them for yourself. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. See you later.